Good morning again.
Good morning,
Another
Teresa.
week, 2 weeks into the new year. Ray, what are we going to do?
I don't know, but it's looking good. The light is out today. Beautiful morning, and it's not that cold, but it's sort of warming us, maybe.
Oh, the temperature's fooling us there now, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's well up compared to last week.
Definitely, but a big shout out to all our friends looking in and is
Hi everybody. How are you all? And now today we're going to speak about two different items. Those people who have the graves to go to. An awful lot of people are visiting the cemetery. And what I'm recommending is I have this lovely artificial. Now, I know people are going to go, artificial.
Yeah.
However, with the weather that's in it, the cold weather, the temperature fluctuating, etc., etc., we have this pot. Down here inside the plastic pot, there's a sand product. So when it gets wet, obviously it becomes heavier. And that prevents it blowing away and tippling over. Ray, just feel it there. It's actually quite heavy. You just confirm it for the people.
My God, it appears to be
Now
the
they're
witness. Great idea.
€25.
Okay.
They're quite affordable.
And it'll last a while.
It will last. Now, it will last forever actually. But I have to be honest.
Yeah.
After a year, they do become dirty, faded, etc., etc. So if you're going to go with something like this, it will last you a year on your loved one's burial place.
Beautiful.
Very good value. Now up here, Ray, at
Yeah.
the back, we have all the different type of permanent flowers, is what they call it in the States. We call it artificial.
They look very well.
They do, they look good. And I'm pushing people that direction at the moment due to the fact with the weather.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to spend €50 on a spray. It's going to last you maybe 2 or 3 days outside and it's gone. Okay? Now, Ray, another thing we have is a light. $12.50 including the battery.
Oh.
It's lovely. Now, when you're driving home or when you're going anywhere in the country, this has become the latest lovely, lovely effect in the cemetery where your loved ones are. This is the most affordable one I have. As I say, including the battery, $12.50.
You need to pay that for the batteries.
Now, you can put that into a lantern. You can just leave that like so. Now, again, I have this on Mammy and Daddy's resting place, and it lasted 3 months, the battery. However, I have to admit that was when the weather was not so cold.
Okay.
If it gets very cold, you just undo the bottom. You replace your batteries and away you go. You can put that into a lantern, as I say.
It's very bright.
And it's lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely.
You could put it on your bike.
Well, I'm not very good at the old cycling now, Ray. Cycling was never something I was very good at. I see that you have your bike though. Oh my goodness, Ray, if I had yours now, I'd probably think twice about the old cycling. That's product number 2. Now,
What else?
a lot of people
Yeah.
purchased plants containers over the Christmas. Now, some people would have purchased containers elsewhere from this shop. There would have been the primrose, which is also known as polyanthus. However, they do not survive very well in this temperature. So if it was a thing you wanted to replace your polyanthus or your dead plant, we have your little daffodils.
Beautiful.
You pull out your dead plant.
Yeah.
And you pop that in. You don't even have to take it out of the pot. You can just pop it in as it is. That is going to last you right through until April. We also have the heathers in. The heathers you cannot murder. No matter how hard you try, it's not possible to murder the heathers. So you just kind of break up the soil,
Yeah.
like so, just like that. Pop a spoon of sugar into your or a handful of sugar into your container, because that helps to irrigate the soil. You know, in science, with plants and science, where the worm creates a hole for the oxygen to get through the plant. That's what the sugar will do. It will create the holes where if you don't have the worms. Alternatively, you can go out and pick a few worms. Not my cup of tea. I am a girl. Pop that in to where you pull out your dead plant, put in your fresh plant. We have beautiful pink, purple, and unfortunately all our white are gone.
Sold out.
Now, these are the hyacinth that are grown in most of the containers which would have been purchased here for the Christmas. Smell that, Ray. Isn't that divine?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely beautiful. If that's the case, that's what it looks like. It's starting to tipple over, perhaps. So you literally just get a little wooden stick, pop it into your soil, and prop it up against your hyacinth. And that will stay lovely and straight. They're going to last you for a long time.
What's this container here?
That's just
plastic,
a little test tube that I put the fresh hyacinth into. I cut the hyacinth out of the bulb, and I just put that in just to show you today. Doesn't it look amazing?
It looks very simple, and it's actually a
It's
very
beautiful.
good idea even to hold it, like, you know.
Absolutely beautiful. Now, the other thing, Ray, I have to share this. The first plant I ever remember learning as a child, or even remembering as a child, was a snowdrop. So I brought these in out of my garden this morning. I pulled them up. I put them into the water. And they will continue on there until they blossom.
Beautiful.
So if you're out in the woods, now not in somebody's personal property or private property, but if you're out in the woods and you see these, maybe you could just pull up 2 or 3,
Yeah, they look very
put them into
nice
the
as well.
vase at home when they blossom, and then plant them out in your garden. Or alternatively, you can come in here and buy them. Again, the same as this. Pull it apart into the vase and it'll blossom, and it's just a different way of displaying the beautiful flowers. But the snowdrop was the first flower I ever remember seeing, and my mum telling me they're snowdrops.
And this, you could say, is in...
That's just a jam jar.
It's what is it, Bovril or something?
Isn't it beautiful?
It's Marmite.
Isn't it just? And you can watch it there on your windowsill develop and come back every year. Now, after it has blossomed, you will obviously put it out into the garden again. Thank you, everybody. Have a great week and see you next week. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye, Ray. Thanks.